This is the brand new FE14 laptop from VAIO, and if the name VAIO gives you a sense of déjà vu, that's because Sony used to own the company until 2014, and since then VAIO has been making laptops for different use cases, including professional uses, creative uses, among others, and of course that includes this new FE14 laptop. This is how the box of the VAIO FE14 looks. It has the words VAIO embedded right on top, and that's just about the only engraving that this black box has. There's nothing else on the other sides, and when you lift it up, it comes off pretty slow. It's airtight just like that, and inside here you can see we have the limited warranty information alongside the quick startup guide, and if we open this pouch, I believe there is more information inside that we'll be able to see, and alongside the quick start guide you can see we have the safety guide, recovery and troubleshooting guide as well, so that comes in here. And alongside this, if we put it to the side, you can see we get this pouch. You can lift it up like this, and when you bring out the laptop, this is how the VAIO FE14 laptops looks. Now before we open it, I just want to show you what other accessories come in the box. You can see here it's actually pretty well packaged. You can see they did consider the ease of use when you are trying to get out the power cord, and when you open this out, it actually has the power brick, and I did unbox it already, but just to show you what comes in the box right here, you can see here you get the power brick, and of course right here you can see this is a 65-watt charger that has a USB-C end, and the legs that this power brick has are travel friendly as they allow you to fold and unfold them according to the need. That's pretty much just about what you get in the box. You can of course put your fingers here and then lift up this box as well, and you can see it shows you the underside, but of course there is nothing there. And now this is how the VAIO FE14 laptop looks. Now this one is the gray color, and the FE14 part, the 14 just means that this is a 14-inch. You can get it in a different size and color and different configuration as well. And if I turn it around, you can see when I open the lid just like this, it has this cover plate that covers the keyboard and the touchpad right here. If I put it to the side and then bring it up close, you can see this has Intel Core Ultra 7, and I like that here it has this toggle that you can see. It allows you to basically cover your camera by using this privacy slider. One of the first things that I liked about this laptop, and that a lot of people have reported positively on, is the keypad. It feels really good and the feedback is amazing. But as a Mac user, one of the first things that I had to get you accustomed to or used to is the shift key that has sort of shrunk in size for the Mac. Of course this is way bigger, and if you are using your right hand and using this finger to press shift, then this will take some getting used to, but other than that the keys are great. The touchpad is also great. And I also like that this VAIO FE14 laptops gives you an option to unlock using your face, which is an added convenience. If we look at the ports that this laptop comes with, on top here you don't really have much, but if we go here on the left hand side, we have a locking mechanism that you can use to lock it down if it's on display or on a high table. We also have vents for heat that the fan uses to blow out the heat. We have a USB-A port, and we have a 3.5mm jack right there. Now right there on the underside you can see we have under bottom facing speakers. This is one, and there's another one right there, and you do have these rubber stands of course, and you have a sticker that tells you about the model number and so on, and the Energy Star rating. And on the right hand side of the laptop we have a USB-C port. We have a full Ethernet port that you can collapse if it's not in use, and you can use it to connect to networking of course. We also have a full HDMI port, a USB-A port, and another USB-C port, and we have a micro SD card port as well. And then on this side there isn't really much. You can see how the laptop looks, and you can still be able to use the slider to close and open your camera privacy shutter if that's something that you need. The hinge of the laptop is actually quite strong. You can see when I lift it up, it actually lifts the laptop a little bit off the desk, and then at about midway it collapses. So it's pretty solid that way. There is no wobble or shake when you are opening or typing using your laptop. It's sturdy that way, and your display is always going to be firm and fixed. Now let's turn it on and see. Keep in mind that yes, I have turned it on, and when you are turning it on for the first time, it's going to prompt you to do the setup screen. But yeah, I've just turned it on, and you can see one of the first things it shows you is VAIO. It's on now, and if I actually remove this camera shutter and then press the keyboard right here, I can go to where it says sign in options, and it's because I had done an update, but usually it's there by default and it will try and scan your face. And of course this one is touchscreen, so if you want to use it as some sort of laptop slash tablet and you are doing artwork that requires you to interact with the actual physical screen, then it's going to allow you to do that. And the touchscreen is actually pretty sensitive, as you can see. This is one of the unique features that this VAIO FE14 laptop has. This is how the speakers sound, so I'm just going to play one of my instrumentals right here. Just from what I can hear from my first few impressions, it's not that great. And one of the reasons why I guess that's the case is because the speakers, as you saw from the unboxing, are these small ones that aren't even facing you. They do face the bottom of the laptop, because when the laptop is on the desk, this is how it looks. And of course that takes away some of the volume. Maybe in future it would be cool to have the speakers somewhere up here facing up, and a bigger sized speaker could improve that. Let me show you how powerful this little device or this laptop is, because it's actually pretty powerful. So I'll open up my lid right here, and you can see it's trying to scan or use my face to unlock. If I bring it close to me, it says making sure it's you, and boom, it's unlocked. Just like that. And I want to show you the processor, so Control Alt Delete, and then I want to access Task Manager. I keep forgetting that this is touch screen and that I don't need to use my trackpad right here. That's, you know, the old-fashioned me. But yeah, if we go to the processor section right there, and then we go to the CPU, like I mentioned, this one has the Intel Core Ultra 7 processor, and you can see it's the 155H with the clock speed, base speed right there of 3.80 gigahertz, and it has virtualization enabled. At the same time, the memory that this device has is actually a lot. It's more than my MacBook Pro, which I use to basically run this channel that has 16 gigs of memory or RAM, and this one is packing at 32 gigs right there. And in terms of the disk, you can see my storage that this device has is actually at 2 terabytes SSD, so plenty enough for most of the tasks that you are going to do. And when it comes to the Wi-Fi, it has Wi-Fi 6. If you want to get faster speeds, of course, or more reliable connections, because wired is, in my opinion, is always better than wireless, you have the ability to use this full-size RJ45 Ethernet port. When it comes to the graphics processing unit, or the graphics that this device, you can see it has the Intel Arc TM graphics integrated, and you can see the shared GPU memory right there is at 15.7 gigs. I actually tested some of the things that this device can do, and some of the games that this means that this processor and the graphics processing unit can allow you to run on this FE14 laptops. And I'll be happy to let you know that for Cinebench, the score that this device gets is around 12,000, pretty consistent average. So 12,000 is pretty good. And like I mentioned, I was also able to run my games such as the FC25, which wouldn't run on my other Acer laptop that has pretty much similar specs, but this one was able to run it. If you set the graphics to the maximum, sometimes you do get like frame drops here and there. For most of the times, it was able to run the game pretty consistently and stable without any problems. And because this is running Windows, it can support the Xbox controllers. It's just plug and play. VAIO actually allowed me to test this laptop for over a month, so I've been using it for almost 5 or 6 weeks now. Hard to keep count, but yeah, I've been using it and I'm pretty happy with the performance that this device has. The design, unlike the previous modern or versions of the FE14 that we used to see, this one makes it more sleek and it's more portable. It's not as heavy as the previous versions, and at the same time the trackpad has been updated. The buttons are much better, the touch responsiveness is much better, and with the Intel Core i7 and 32 gigs RAM and 2TB storage, you probably won't go wrong regardless of whether you are using it for professional business work or school work or just a creative trying to explore different facets of it. So this is the VAIO FE14 laptop. Another surprising thing that I didn't know this laptop was going to be able to do is the battery life, because it actually lasted for about 12 hours when I was testing it. I said about 2 days dedicated where I was testing this device, games, processors and other things, and it actually lasted on average about 12 to 12 and a half hours for 2 consecutive days, full tests, which was very impressive. So if you need one that's gonna last you for the duration of your workday, then this also has a pretty good battery life that's going to last you that long. If someone was to approach me and ask me what are my key highlights when it comes to this VAIO FE14 laptop, I would definitely say that the glossy display that this laptop has makes it pop. It enriches the colors. I like that it has a wide variety of port selections. The footprint is small enough for it to fit in any backpack. At the same time, it's touchscreen and it has a pretty good processor that's going to be able to fit in your daily work needs. You can daily drive this laptop without a problem, knowing that it's going to be able to handle most of the tasks that you are going to throw at it, whether it's like business, creative, or even schoolwork. It's more than capable. So that's about it for me. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe, and don't forget to check the link in the description of this video. And shout out to VAIO for sending this product for me to be able to test it out and showcase to you.